Hello YouTube, it's your friendly neighborhood geklord. So today I am going to be building another Nip Nip farm. We have to announce some sad news. So, Project Nip Nip as well as Oceanside Greens are no longer Nip Nip farms in my Nip Nip galaxy. We have removed them to make way for another Biodome farm. As I said previously, I would like to see 1000 Nip Nip inside of one single biodome. So, in order to do that, we need a whole lot of carbon, a whole lot of pure ferrite, and a whole lot of metal platings. That is right, this will be like the last video about a Nip Nip farm. We are going to be using the hydroponic trays shrunken down using the rescale glitch. Real quickly, so first things to note here is this may take me a couple of tries because currently the controller I am using has a sticky button and that really does not help with this at all. So the next thing we do after placing a small locker down, you just shrink it down to the smallest you can, place it down and you're good to go. Go ahead and enable free place mode, look directly at the locker, X and Y at the same time. Okay, now click the RB button as you can see here. Y and right trigger, same exact time. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time because something didn't go right there. So real quickly, go back over, select the large hydroponic tray that we are after. Go ahead and enter in the build cam mode. We'll try that. We'll see if that helps any. Go ahead and do this. Go and click this now and click that, and there we go. So like I said, shrink down locker small as possible. Select item you want to shrink. Go over to locker and look at it in free place mode, X and Y at same time, right bumper, and then Y and right trigger, same time. When you place down, you will have your shrunken down item. So I do believe that is about all that we needed to cover there. We're gonna go ahead and just place it inside the biodome there so that we can get in here, and then we're going to get into making this 1000 Nip Nip biodome. A single biodome, 1000 Nip Nip, all in one button harvest. So first things first, I would like to go ahead and move this, and then we are going to go ahead and start placing them down. So the key to get as many of these as possible really is just to keep stacking them up until you have nowhere room to stack them, making sure that you stay inside of the biodome at all times. The other thing I think I need to do is go ahead and move my starship. But for now, we are just going to be trying to do a right bumper, make sure we're in free place mode, and we're going to continue to place them down as such. As you can see, that one there is a little bit high, so we're going to go ahead and just place them down as low as possible. That is the key to having the most Nip Nip out of one of these, is just making sure that all of the hydroponic trays stay inside of your bubble. If they do not stay inside of the bubble, you will not be harvesting whatever Nip Nip is outside of the bubble. Basically, it's a waste of a plant. So don't waste your plants and place them down. So we got about 326 of these. That means we should be coming out with a little over 1200 Nip Nip from one single farm, from this wonderful farm here. As I was saying, no, it does take a whole lot of placing. I do believe we will be back in just a little bit when I have all of these placed. But thank you, YouTube. Okay, YouTube. After many placing down planters, we can now finally fill this Nip Nip farm. We do not currently have enough Nip Nip in our inventories to fill all of the farm. However, we do have a base salvage capsule with probably about 1000 Nip Nip in it, so we should be good. So let's get this farm filled. Okay, YouTube. So as it turns out, we are actually out of the facium. So we are going to be going to Point Cliff now to get some more facium. We have planted about 713 Nip Nip plants. I do believe that we now have to just go ahead and get some more facium and plant some more Nip Nip plants, and we'll be done with this farm, soon to be to the harvest. Facium. So much facium. I love my facium farm and carbon farm and glass farm. So my problem with the current newest design is that I do not like the hydroponic trays' expensive cost of building, leading me to debate on going back to multiple biodome designs with microbiodomes inside of them. You might not be able to fit quite as much nip inside of a single biodome with the microbiodome form. However, you are able to build them a lot cheaper. That is something to keep in mind if you want to shrink microbiodomes instead and use them. However, I myself, the nip geklord, have switched to the hydroponic trays, so without further ado, let's get back to the farm and get the rest of this nip gone. Okay, YouTube, we have now finished planting all of our nip plants. This is getting close to the end of video now, but we are waiting on harvest, so I will see you when harvest is ready. In meantime, take a look real quickly. Let's look at all of the nip growing inside of this thing. There is at least 1,000 nip inside of this farm. I am very sure that I am missing some planter spices, but however, after about 1,000 nip into one biodome, it gets very difficult to find any places to plant some more nip. I'm sure there are some, but I cannot really find them right now. I have given up, and this is our farm. At least 1,000 nip inside one single biodome, just like that. We'll go ahead and get one outside view before we get to the harvest. I just want to see what exactly we're looking at here when it comes to our nip farm. So as you can see here, a ton of navigation data free for you to grab at this farm, as well as over 1,000 nip here. So we're just going to go ahead and start naming our farms a little bit less creatively. Unfortunately, I have to go ahead and tell you that I am done with the creative names because, well, with this new nip technology, really naming them different don't matter because they're all going to be pretty similar. As a matter of fact, they might even be the exact same thing. So we're going to do 1k nip in one dome. There we go. And that should give you the message of what exactly you're going to be getting for going to this wonderful base here. So I will see y'all in a couple hours. For you, it should be a couple seconds. See ya. Okay, YouTube, we have finally reached to the harvest point. We go in here, and as you can see, all the beautiful nip has been grown. And as I said, 1,000 nip in one biodome right here. Harvest button. Wait for it to unfreeze. We are playing on GeForce Now Ultimate. So yeah, think about that. 1,088 nip just like that. Thank you, YouTube, and goodbye.